Hey, this is Brian Foley. We are talking about prosecutors and how they view DWI cases today in Galveston. So, I used to be a prosecutor. I handled a lot of different DWI cases. I was assigned to the vehicular crimes team, which focused on DWI cases when there is a severe wreck. And DWIs are interesting because they're very complex cases, but the district attorney's offices handle them by giving them to some of the newest prosecutors in the offices. Misdemeanor prosecutors often handle DWIs, the regular everyday cases. And they're complex because they involve some scientific evidence, blood testing, gas chromatography. If it's a breath test, there is the Intoxilizer 9000 and all the interesting things that goes along with that. So it can be a pretty complex type of case. There's a lot of different driver's license suspension issues, but prosecutors don't worry about any of that stuff. They are looking at a couple things. They are watching the video. If first they don't watch the video to start, they're going to just read what the officer wrote, assume that that's true, and then make an offer in the case. So it'll be up to a defense attorney to probably watch the video and say, "Hey, something went wrong here. Maybe you need to watch this." And prosecutors prefer it if the defense attorney will actually tell them what part of the video they need to watch because prosecutors have a huge caseload, a lot of work, and a lot of cases. Whereas defense attorneys, we only have so many for the people that hire us specifically. A prosecutor is assigned every case that comes in for their county. They'll split that up among a few courts, maybe, but most of the time, these DWIs go to these misdemeanor line prosecutors, and they have a very difficult time managing these big dockets. So, in any case, they want to watch the video. Uh, a prosecutor, back when I was a prosecutor, we didn't care so much about the blood test result, the breath test result. It was good, but we wanted to see how did they look on video. Did they look intoxicated? Did they say something like, "I couldn't do this test even if I was sober"? Something like that that showed you a window into the mind of the defendant. That is the kind of things that a prosecutor likes to see on video for a DWI. The other things the prosecutor will look for is, was there a victim in this case? Was there a wreck? Did somebody's property get damaged? Did a mailbox get clipped? And they will have to call that person to see what they want to do with the case. They don't have to get their permission, so a prosecutor can dismiss a case if they can't prove it, even without the consent of the victim. But they will typically call them and they'll want to see, is restitution been paid? You know, if you clip somebody's mailbox to begin a DWI and that's how the police found you, well, have we paid for the mailbox already? Has insurance been provided to this person? Uh, and then finally, the other thing that a prosecutor will look for in a DWI case is there anything wrong with the test result? Is there anything wrong with the gas chromatography? Are there issues? Did the blood turn green? That's a real thing. They'll look for those things, but again, most of the time they're worried about, was there a victim? Did they get restored, made whole is what we call that in the law practice. And if so, you know, maybe if this person doesn't have any criminal history, if they're addressing an alcohol issue, they can probably avoid any kind of jail time, or maybe even grant them what's called a pretrial diversion or a pretrial intervention. Even if the prosecutor thinks the person is guilty, they may still make an offer that allows that person to get the case removed from their record. So you have to know how to talk to a prosecutor. The worst thing you can do is have the prosecutor remember your client's name and in a bad way. So you don't want to ever talk with a prosecutor assuming bad intentions because they can definitely help you if you talk to them the right way and you know what to look for, and you assist them. By giving them specific things to look at in a video, don't waste their time. That's a big no-no for prosecutors. But hopefully this has been enlightening and you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.